United need a midfielder to play alongside Pogba and Matic to complete that trio. Someone like Herrera who can do the dirty work but also get forward and help out in the attack too. Pogba and Matic are quite calm players and we need someone with a little bit of tempo in their play. Here's 5 midfielders who could bring a spark to United's midfield. Number 5, Wilfred Ndidi. The Nigerian international only joined Leicester from Genk in January last year but has arguably already done enough to earn himself a move to a bigger club. Nobody in Europe's top 5 leagues made more tackles per game than a 21-year-old last season, and he averaged 4.2 tackles over 90 minutes, a number matched only by Atletico Madrid's Felipe Luis. To put that into context, N'Golo Kante, famous for his tackling, is yet to hit 4 tackles a game in a Chelsea shirt. A decent World Cup for Nigeria could see Ndidi's price skyrocket, and bringing him in even at a higher rate would be likely to prove a smart bit of business from United, and it'd provide an extra layer of depth in United's midfield that's sure to see multiple departures over the summer. Number 4, Ndombele. Lyon have ignited people's imaginations this season with an excellent youthful side that's scoring lots of goals. Whilst all the talk will be about Memphis Depay, Ouar and Fekir, arguably the most exciting talent that could leave Lyon this summer is 21-year-old Tanguy Ndombele. The young Frenchman has been a vital part of Lyon's overachievements this season, playing well over 3,000 minutes in all competitions. He has an eye for a killer pass, is extremely composed on the ball and can dribble his way out of trouble from deep, something that could be key as United seek to find a way to counter the high pressing style that various Premier League teams have adopted in recent years. Although Lyon would be desperate to avoid their squad being decimated by Europe's elite, Ndombele is certainly a player that Manchester United should try and prize away from France. Number 3, Illarramendi. Having struggled to impress in 2 years at Real Madrid, ACR Illarramendi has a point to prove at the top of world football, and he could be a perfect fit for Manchester United. The Spaniard has been one of the most consistent midfielders in La Liga in terms of defensive output over the last couple of seasons and shouldn't be dismissed due to his struggles at the Bernabeu, especially given that he was competing for a place in the team with the likes of Modric and Isco. At 28, Illarramendi is in his prime, and if Jose Mourinho is looking for a reliable defensive midfielder to lessen Nemanja Matic's excessive minutes next season, he well could be that man. He attempted more passes than any player in La Liga last season with 69 passes per game. At 28, there are definitely younger alternatives, and as a product of the academy of the club, he seems pretty comfortable at Sociedad. Number 2, Toni Kroos. We all know how good this man is. Kroos has been one of the best midfielders in the world over the last 5 years, winning the World Cup and 3 consecutive Champions Leagues. He's probably the best passer in the world and dictates football matches in the manner that Carrick and Scholes used to do for United. He's a calm and composed player who would relish playing for another massive club. He could also help Paul Pogba mature as a player, and his experience would only be a benefit for us. He's not the sort of all-action signing like the rest of the players on this list would be, but his football intelligence alone would quicken up our midfield. It's the dream signing for United and Mourinho, who would see this as a great coup if he could prize him away from Real Madrid. He is 28 and in the peak of his career, but he's a technical footballer who could easily play into his 30s. A concern for United is that Real Madrid will inevitably ask for David De Gea as part of the deal, which is why we can't put him as number 1 on this list. And number 1, of course, on this list is Fred. It's a good job his name is short because I'm already sick of saying it. The 25-year-old Shakhtar Donetsk man has been heavily linked with a move to Old Trafford over the past couple of months, and it seems like there is a very real chance that this one is going to come off. Fred isn't your typical holding midfielder. He's more of a number 8 who can drive forward with the ball. The Brazilian is not a player who not only has a huge defensive output, but he also helps his team in transition quickly, something that United have sorely lacked this season. Although there might be a question mark over whether or not he can make the step up from the Ukrainian league to the Premier League, Shakhtar have just completed back-to-back leagues, and this United squad is crying out for someone that's a serial winner. Fred is only 5'6", and it might come as a surprise to some people that Mourinho would be buying a player who isn't physically imposing, but he did once buy Claude Makélélé, and United are in need of that sort of dynamic midfielder. If this deal gets done, it would provide Mourinho with more options and balance in central midfield as he can partner Matic, a strong ball winner, with Fred, who has the licence to push further forward. Now, I know you're going, where's Milinkovic-Savic, but I see him as a different sort of prospect, and he's coming in a different video, so stay tuned for that. And let us know in the comments which other top 5 player shortlist you want to see next. Right, wingers? World Cup breakout stars, free agents? Let me know in the comments and we will look into it. Thanks for watching. There's an update on transfers in my Patreon, so check out the link in the description and find out what is going on with transfers at United. Again, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.